Hello and welcome to Dad Doesn't Have Time for This, a show review things quickly and compare them to everything else in existence. I'm going to talk about the new Jon Keith album, And Fly, and why it is the 209th best album of all time, because Jon Keith's just on a roll. And yeah, that is slightly lower than his previous album, but his previous album was like a masterpiece. Like, it's an album that I go to when I'm feeling melancholy and to kind of relate but get a little bit of an uplifting boost in my morale. This album is clearly the follow-up because the first one's Grow Wings and the second one is And Fly. So I really like that play on words and just how it flows from one album to the other. I know KB did a similar thing with some of his albums. It's like Today We Rebel or Tomorrow We Live, something like that. So when albums are continuations of themes from previous albums, I'm a big fan of that. And while this album is a little bit more optimistic, shall we say, than the previous album, the increased optimism makes it hit a little less hard, but it's still a solid album. I got no complaints, except for one. My one complaint, I think the album art is terrible. It's like an out of focus picture of him with some butterflies and colored bubbles behind. What is this? Why would you do that? It looks terrible. It's just bad. I'm sorry. It's bad. It's the only bad thing about this album. But aside from the terrible album art, I liked it a lot. And as far as the tracks go, some interesting ones here. I think the track with Chance the Rapper was an unexpected thing on this album. I would not have picked. I didn't know Jon Keith had the kind of pull to get someone like Chance the Rapper on his album, but apparently he does. And however that happened, it's a solid collaboration. Although I think my favorite track on the album would be For the Sake of Love with Tori Deshawn, who is also an excellent artist. And some other ones that stand out would be the first two tracks, Killers and New Me. There's this really something about the beat and the backup vocals of New Me that just it gets in my ear and I just can't get it out. It's a very catchy, fun song. I also thought You Can Always Come Back Home was a nice, optimistic track. And then Don't Look Down kind of like wraps up the whole flying motif. I think You Can Always Come Back Home would have been a better closing song. But for a thematic standpoint between the two albums, Don't Look Down was the more appropriate track to end it on. Even though that's not where I personally would have done it, but from a thematic standpoint, it's the logical thing to do. So he probably did what he should have done. Let's see here. Anything else stands out? Change and Like It's Over are also excellent tracks. No idea who Eris Ford is, although I may look him up to see if they got anything good to say. But as a whole, I really enjoyed the album. I think it's a more optimistic look on life, but it's still very melodic, like his last album. And as a companion piece, I think they are excellent together. And if it had been released as a double LP, I probably would bump it up higher. I would have basically taken where Grow Wings is and then bumped it up a couple notches on the list. Because as a complete package, it works really well. I just think splitting up into, if I have to be honest, the first half is stronger than the second half. And it's just the way it is. But it's a great album. And everything Any Tribe does is wonderful. I am yet to see anything bad from them. And now, if they can get themselves some Andy Mineo to join the group, that would be quite the coup d'etat. And actually, coup d'etat is not the right term at all for that sentence. But I'm not going to fix it because I don't have time to re-record this. But coup de grace is probably the more appropriate term, I think. Maybe. Now I'm questioning myself. Either way, I like the album. Hope you do too. If there's anything else I should listen to, let me know. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.